I'm going to make a bracelet with the other type of slip knot, the one that I don't care for making. I find it a little harder to do. Let's hope I remember the steps. I have this little charm, which if I can get things to go well, I'm just going to knock that off the top of it and sand it smooth there. But I picked out this brown rawhide, and then for the part that you wrap in the back, I'm going to do it in this color, since this has a bright blue on it. But to begin with, the holes on either side are very small, so I have to use the tweezers to push the suede in there. This is when I wish my new phone stand would have showed up. It got lost in delivery. They had to send it all over again, because that I'm going to set up that it's directly over above so that you can see everything my hands are doing. Well, I did have it started, and then I stopped so I could set the video up. There we go. At least I thought I had it going. Probably be helpful to put these reading glasses back on. I also moved the light closer, so I am getting very blinded. But it makes the video much clearer. Come on. This is all just because I don't feel like making jump rings out of wire. Probably be the smart thing to do. I just don't have any gold jump rings, so I would have to make some. I got it. Alright. Since this stuff does knot okay, I'm going to make a knot here. Yeah, if my hands cooperated, we would have a knot happening. Let's see if I can hold it away that you can see me. Uh-oh, ignore my Alexa talking to me. I'm sorry. It's telling me to charge my implant in my back, which is my spinal stimulator implant, which helps block pain signals. It's been very, very nice to have. I've had it since August, and it helps a lot. It doesn't fix everything. At first it did, but not anymore. Alright, I don't know if you saw what I was doing. I tied the knot, and I'm just so used to starting to do things to adapt. I decided to grab it with this to have some leverage, and I'm just trying to I'm pushing that knot real tight, and the other end of it's really tight too, so it's super tight now. But since my hands aren't so great, using the tweezers for leverage is very helpful. Now, I cannot remember how long this has to be. I don't know where the box the other ones are. It's over there. Let me think. Well, to do this, let me think. To do this, then it has to go out past. So say that there. I'll measure that for you so you know. If it works out, then you know it's right. I didn't really plan ahead. I just sat here and tried to think of something I wanted to do. Okay, what does this say we're at? I guess if we went with just the suede itself, it's 7 inches. Let's hope I got that right. Alright, now here we go again. I have to try to get this through here. And I did go through from the front, so I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Because things look really different when you do them opposite. I forget what I was doing last time, and I was like, nope, that does not look the same. I just went ahead and turned it and did the knot again, and it looked much better. I think that's when we were making the other bracelet. And I could just tell it didn't look the same. Just be careful when you're doing this that you don't poke yourself. It fell right out. It was starting to go in and it fell. My hand moved. See, this stuff's not easy for me. I'm trying to see how I can hold it so you can see this, but you just can't. This is one of the times it would have been better to put it on the other side. But the lighting doesn't work that way. Hopefully by the end of today I have that phone holder so I can set it up and have it looking directly down at me working. Alright, let's see if any's sticking through. Some is. So I can get hold of it, maybe, possibly pull some of it through. Not quite. Not enough to pull it. There now, I think I got some more. There we go. I was able to pull it. So, through. Maybe just some so you can make the knot. I'm doing about like this much. I could always trim it if I need to. And tie just a regular knot. And you want your knot, where's the camera? Oh, sorry, my leg hurts. You want your knot to be tight against down here. So that's what you're aiming for as you're tightening it. So I'm gonna pull both sides because I can always trim that. And then I'm gonna use this again to hold on to this side really good. Last time I kind of did this, I pushed against it. That works too. So now I do have extra on this one that I'm gonna need to cut, but that's fine. We're gonna trim that back. Don't have any idea how well these scissors work. We will find out. I mean, obviously they cut it to length, but I don't know how the tip's gonna be. That was good. That's helpful. Helpful to have good tools. Me and my trying to find words because of fibromyalgia messes with my brain. So I'm gonna go ahead and do 7 on the other side too. And we're just gonna hope that I got this right. I'm trying to remember how this works. Now, we will have the fun of, I know we do this, we cross them over. I'll tie the little knots later. Loop it over. And take this, hold it like that, where one side's got a loop. And you put your flat pieces all together. Hoping you can see what I did. Let me set it down so you can see what I did. I set all the flats together. So I'm picking up right here. Okay. I'm trying to think how I'm going to do this so you can even see it. Okay. I'm going to start to wind the blue. Since this was a pre-cut piece, I didn't have to figure out how long. You're going to wind it around all of them. And you want to keep it kind of nice. And hold on a second. This is why I don't like doing this. I have trouble holding on to it. You want to keep it all nice and lined up and flat and smooth looking as you're going. You don't have to make it super tight, because you have to go back through there anyway. But you do want to try to get that, which is real easy for it to get loose. But you do want to get where it looks good. Alright, I can't remember how many times you have to go around. I think 4 is enough. Now, we have to get through here. This is where I use this if I can. We are going to come back through here. So the opposite side of the loop where we got done with our wrapping, we're going to go in underneath. Oh, I'm already dropping. This is why I do the other type that I showed you guys how to do. That we would have already been done. The one that I called the simple slip knot. Alright, I kind of cheat and push it through with the pliers because I just can't do things real good. So I try to adapt. Use what I have. Be creative. Okay, I got it through there. Okay, gotta hold on to this. Let me think. It's been a minute since I've made one of these. I have to pull. Oh, I have to go through. It says through this. Maybe I have to go through it again. I'm not sure. But I gotta pull both sides of it. Oh crap. I forgot that this is extra long. That'd probably go better if that wasn't extra long. Okay. And I kind of messed up what I was doing when I had to do that because of it being extra long. Oh, did one of these came out somehow? Oh, I'm gonna stick it back in. That was weird. I guess while I was doing that, pulling it, it decided to slip out of there. Okay, you just try to make sure it looks like that at the moment. And see, unfortunately, I have a super long piece. You're gonna need, I think, like a 7-inch piece to do yours, because you end up trimming it, and you're gonna pull both sides, and you want to try to lay it back nice as you do it. That's why it helps to do it in a accent color so you can see it. Plus, I think it makes it look pretty. Okay, I like the look of the strings being the same size as the other ends, and then a knot at the end of them. So I'm going to cut them to match. So then you'll have 2 here with knots and 2 here with knots. You don't have to. You can cut this blue one flush on both ends and you're fine. But I like the look of it. So let me do that now. I'm just going to basically at the very end of the brown one make a knot. Oh, I should wait a minute. Let me go back a step. I'm going to hold these together and cut the blue one. So it's the same length. And even though this one's pulled in, which we can adjust it, make it the same length. I have all this left from that one now. I'm going to adjust that right now. Let me think. How do you adjust? That's that one. That's that one. Here we go. I guess I should have done that before I trimmed that. I wasn't thinking. I can make that smaller though. Oh, this is tight little knot to do. Once again, I think I'm going to use the pliers. After I made the loop for the knot, I'm trying to see if you can see this. I stick the pliers through the middle and try to grab the little end I need and get hold of it and wiggle it back through. It's there. Nope, I dropped it. My fingers are not cooperating. Stitch, don't have an attack right now, please. He has reverse sneeze attacks. Well, let's try doing it this way and grab hold of it and push it through. He's gonna go into a barking episode. It's gonna get loud in here. Oh, I just keep dropping that one. Let me tie the other ends. They'll be nicer to me. Okay, tie that one. Tie that one. It's pretty simple. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tie this one down here anyway because I'm gonna cut them. I'm gonna have them both short. I'm just gonna leave the blue a short knot at the back. I just gotta get this one tied. Wow, my hands do not want to cooperate. Try turning the knot the other way. All right. See him coming through the loop of the knot. I'm gonna try to grab the end and pull it through. I got it. That'll help me to hold on to that, push the knot down, make it tight. Yay, I finally got that. And I'm just gonna cut this one back, trim this blue. Don't do what I did. If you want to keep both of them long, adjust the bracelet to it being even on both sides and then trim them. I wasn't thinking. This looks cute too. Okay, there's the other type of slip knot. But the fact that you have to hold it together, try to wrap it around several times. I think we went 4. And then try to still hold it as you slide the end through, and then still hold it as you're trying to tighten all of it. That's why I find this one to be a lot harder for me to do. And I've had where I just like basically dropped it all and had to start over because it's just too much for my hands to deal with. So the other knot that I showed you was where you did the 2 and put the ends through, and that one is much quicker, much easier, does the same thing. You're just sliding it open. So I assume some of it has to do with looks too. This does look cute having that accent color on it. It adds a little something to it. Whereas if I would have just done the brown and done the other slip knot right with the brown, you would be missing out on that nice accent. Anyway, thank you. That's the other type of slip knot that I know. I'm going to look up the really fancy one later and see if I can figure it out. Thank you. Bye.